one more time. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Second Star to the Left. I'm Michelle, and this is my daughter, Billy.
Hi.
And here's where we'll share board game reviews, ramblings, and a few wrong turns along the scenic route. Time to wrap up January, which kind of feels like it went speeding past and took forever, both at the exact same time. This was our PAX haul that we set a goal to get through in January. And this is the pile of games that we played from the PAX haul in January. And these are, not. Look, the thing is, we actually played some of these a number of times because we really liked them. So it seemed silly to push through just to play everything one time.
Well, then there was the other problem where we got a few new games during the month and played those.
We also got 15 new games during January.
15?
15? Some of those were Kickstarters that came in during the month, and some of those were, just new games.
Oh.
But we'll get to that. But this isn't a bad list, and we did play most of these more than once. Some of them a lot more than once. In fact, we played That Time You Killed Me so much that it feels like Billy might be a serial killer who always is the one who kills me.
You've never won.
I did win one time. I won one time, and neither of us knew the game was over. Let's talk a little bit about the games that we did get played and how the month went. And then at the end, we're going to tell you who won our Land vs. Sea giveaway.
Woo!
Okay, so let's first talk about games in and out because we already kind of spoiled that surprise. And there were 15 games in. A lot of these were Kickstarters that we got in. Mantis Falls, Three Sisters, Momiji, a bunch of Kickstarters that we're very excited to play came in this month. Winter Haven Woods came in too. So cute. We're just kind of looking forward to getting those to the table. We also culled 3 games, so 15 in, 3 out. We're still not exactly hitting a balance here, but it was better, and Billy agreed to all those that we culled, so that was something. During the month of January, we played 65 plays of 28 games. So that was pretty good. Mm-hmm. Of those 28 games, 10 of them were new to us. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, see? And the rest were games that we took off our shelves and played, which is really good. We did get a lot of games played on Board Game Arena, so there was a lot of repeat games. I don't count all of the really fast games that we play on there, but games that I play against a specific person, those I count.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of random jump into a game with a whole bunch of people. I don't count those. So overall, we're looking at 65 plays. Some of the new games that we played already landed in our top 10 of the year. So Cascadia, with its field salmon, landed up in both of our top 10, I think. It was definitely in my top 10. Was it in your top 10?
I don't remember.
It's been a whole month. But this one is beautiful, and it's got that kind of tile placement plus a piece, like Overboss or Luna Capital, those kinds of things. And that is a really enjoyable, relaxing mechanic for us, even if the puzzle is a little bit challenging. And plus, it's just pretty. It's Beth Sobel art, so Cascadia is just beautiful and fun and relaxing. I know that everybody's saying that it's a little bit more relaxing than Calico. I actually just don't find Calico that stressful. Maybe I'm not good at it, but that's very possible. But we're really looking forward to Verdant, which should be coming in soon too. So
that's going to be fun.
Then we'll have the whole trio. So Cascadia got a bunch of plays this month. The one that we played most recently, yay, is UnMatched, which, to be fair, doesn't exactly count as a new game since we have a whole UnMatched double elimination bracket tournament going, which we're going to have to redo because this set. And more importantly, we didn't get it at PAX, but Deadpool I think
kind of got it at PAX.
We ordered it at PAX, but we couldn't find it at PAX, so I don't know if it counts or not. But UnMatched is just a head-to-head card game with minis on a map, right? So it's kind of both, but at its heart, I think it's just a card game where you're moving your minis around to do battle. It's quick and it's fun. The artwork is just exceptional. The map itself has changed a bit in this new Volume 2, where you get advantage on your attacks if you're higher up.
There's the height thing.
Yeah, it's great. It makes a big difference in how you're moving your pieces around the board. And the new characters in this are extremely thematic, and I think they just get better every set that comes out. So I played as Bloody Mary.
Who was terrifying.
Which was honestly creeping me out. And it was so incredibly thematic that everything was kind of in sets of 3, in case you were dumb enough to say her name 3 times. You know, if you had 3 cards exactly in your hand at certain times, you would get an extra action. If it was your 3rd action of that turn, you would get to do some kind of bonus. There were cards where if Billy had played something and I lost the battle, it didn't even matter because I could spring up behind her, like, you know, boo! And then it was just really great. I will say, though, as thematic as these are, and you played, which one did you play? Sun Wukong and Yanenga?
Uh-huh.
And you had those the monkeys.
The little clones as the Monkey King.
Yeah, that just kind of populated the board. They were annoying and I had to keep killing them. But that said, and as good and tight as the new features are in this volume, I have never had as much fun playing UnMatched as I did playing Deadpool.
You laughed so hard you almost fell out of your chair.
I laughed so hard that I would have to hand my cards to Billy so she could read the effects in the battle, because I was not capable of reading my card out loud. In all of the other UnMatched games, the cards have this beautiful artwork that matches the character. In Deadpool, the cards definitely match the character, but it is not beautiful artwork. It's made to look like it's a used Subway card with some Sharpie written on it, or a card from Candyland, or another UnMatched characters card with Deadpool's face put on top of it. You got extra points if you made explosion noises, or if you were wearing pants. That set was the most fun I have had playing this. Now, I don't know, maybe after I've run through the deck and seen all the cards, some of that might wear off, but it was still a solid character to play with. It still had good moves. The card abilities were still strong fighting against the other characters. So even when the novelty of the jokes wears off, I think Deadpool might still be one of my favorite characters to play. Is he the strongest character? Probably not, no. But he's strong enough to go toe-to-toe with some of these other ones and do well. I don't think he does well against ranged characters.
No, not so much.
Or
at least not when you control him.
Really?
Yeah.
So in this game, you either have a melee attack, which lets you attack somebody in the very next space, or a ranged attack, which lets you attack somebody in the zone, which would make sense if you were seeing the border flying. But, you know, close-up fighting or distance fighting, and Deadpool can only fight close up. So when I played against somebody with a bow and arrow, it was a little tough.
I feel like most people know what melee and ranged means.
Well, who knows? Grandma could be watching. Hi, Mom. Deadpool comes in a single box, so if you have any interest at all in the character, if you think he's funny, grab that one and play with one of your sets. You can't have Deadpool and play alone.
You can't have just Deadpool. You need at least 2 characters.
You need 2 characters to play. So, but it is a 1-character box. I think the only 1-character box besides Deadpool is Bruce Lee, which we do not have. Of our new games, which UnMatched kind of isn't, this was one of the ones we played most recently and one of the ones we had the most fun with. So.
I'm really excited about the new UnMatched sets coming up.
I know, we're getting Marvel. So.
Those Marvel ones look so fun. I can't wait to get this Moon Knight's coming.
Yes, which will make me more excited maybe after we watch Moon Knight.
I read the comics, so I was already excited for Moon Knight.
All right. This one we've talked about a little bit before, and this is That Time You Killed Me. This is straight up abstract game. I mean, it has a theme. It has a time travel theme, but this is a straight up abstract game. But if you like that, this is a really good one. It's like playing 3D chess. Only every module that you add...
It's more like 4D chess.
Every module that you add in changes what you can do and how you can squish your opponents, because that's how you win. You squish your opponents. It changes what happens in the past, present, and future. And we've played with 2 boxes now. We played with the trees and we played with the statues.
Yes.
And we still have elephants and the campaign. So we're 10, 12 plays into this, and we haven't even gotten halfway through what's in this box.
Although, to be clear, you don't need to play as much as we have to get that far in.
No, you could start with everything. You'd be crazy, but you could.
Or do one game of each as you move through.
I just want to keep playing each section until I win it, which means we've been playing a lot, and I still don't win very often. This is a very, very, very crunchy game. The decisions are hard to see sometimes because you're playing in 3 different levels at the same time. Don't play this one when you're tired. It won't end well.
I don't know. I do pretty well even when I'm tired.
But honestly, if you haven't tried this one and you get a chance and you like a really kind of brain-burning abstract game,
yeah,
this is definitely a good choice. And kind of one of the reasons we didn't play through all of the games that we got for PAX, because
we played this
a lot. Next one we played was Sheepy Time, which I'm not going to talk too much about because, as Billy says, we were very, very sheepy when we played it. I don't think we played it correctly, and we only played.
Definitely not.
Yeah, we only played with like the intro.
I think we played
Nightmare.
It the night we got home from PAX.
Yeah,
so we were just exhausted.
This one didn't really work for us the first time, but I think that's on us and not on the game. So we're gonna give Sheepy Time another go before we kind of talk about it or talk about its, strengths and weaknesses, because apparently it's one of our weaknesses.
I'm not sure. We only kind of half played it. I don't know if it should be making this list.
We played it. It counts. Some of the others we're going to go through really quick, and that's Sushi Go, which was just something we should have added to our collection a long time ago. Silver and Gold, which we talked about in Small Space. This one's just it is a polyomino, according to the people in the comments. A polyomino card game with set collection that's quick and fun, and I'm sorry that we waited as long as we did to play this one. This one's really strong.
It's really good.
Also, we have Castle Party.
I love the art in this game so much.
Which turned out to be another one that we played a lot of times, and that means that we didn't play other things. We talk about this a lot more in Small Space, so if you want to have a look at that video, go ahead and check it out. But basically, you're building out polyomino shapes with these tiny monster cards so that you can let them have a great time at a castle party. If you like a flip and write...
That's why it's called that.
Yes, it is actually a castle party. Good morning, Billy. If you like flip and writes with a little, polyomino building, this one's really worth a try, and the art is just so adorable. We did get a chance to play Dog Lover from AEG. We did never play Cat Lady.
Mm-mm.
So this was our kind of first venture into this one, and it was good.
I really liked some aspects of it, and the art is all adorable.
Yeah. I'm not sure that this is a game that we're going to necessarily reach for all of the time. It's a really good game. We had a really good time playing it, but I can't say that it stood out when I was looking back at the month to say what games we played. I think maybe we give it another try, maybe see what it plays like at different player counts too. This might not shine as well at 2 players, but it's a really good game. If you liked Cat Lady, then it would be worth picking this up. It's good.
I think I might have liked it a little more than you.
Yeah, maybe. And again, I'm going to give this one another shake before we do like an actual review. Get it? Shake.
Jokes.
But but right now it's just a game that was good. Right? That's not the best review you're going to find out there. And like I said, I don't want to ding this game until we've played it a little bit more. But I'm not sure right now that it's one that we're going to reach for really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the next one is a little more complicated. Yes, I can hear everyone screaming, "This is Dice Throne," and everybody yelling at me in the comments when I said I didn't like this. So hear me out, because my review has definitely changed. We picked up this box of Dice Throne at PAX, and this was the Cursed Pirate and the Artificer. And we sat down to play, and we did not know what we were doing. And we could not figure out why anyone liked this game as much as they did. Why anyone would buy a big full box set of season 1 or 2. What was anybody thinking? So we jumped online to kind of talk to some friends about, why do you like this game? And it turns out this isn't the best starter set.
In fact, this seems to be one of the most complicated sets.
Right. Don't start here was the answer. So we decided, instead of giving up and throwing in the towel, we would buy one more set. And we bought Moon Elf and Barbarian.
Yes.
So it doesn't really count as a PAX haul, but one of those 15 games in that we bought this month, it clicked like a giant cartoon light bulb.
I loved it. And then suddenly, looking back, this one made a lot more sense.
Right, so now we can play this one and enjoy it. Now we're kind of looking forward to what else we can mix in. We get it now. We take back anything bad we ever said about Dice Throne. It was a ton of fun in what everyone else refers to as Battle Yahtzee, right?
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Right, it was just fun. It's just dice chucking and moving stuff around, and it wasn't too taxing on the brain, so it was great.
It was good.
I think that what we did with this was make it much harder than it was.
Yeah, we were overthinking it a lot.
Yeah,
the first time.
We were just overcomplicating all the rules because we had no concept of what the base rules were. So none of the add-ons made sense to us. They do now. So if you started with this box, don't give up. There's hope yet. Go back, mix them up, find other ones. We're really looking forward to all the other characters now. We'll probably start picking them up here or there.
Yes.
But so Dice Throne got a few more plays just so that we could figure out what we were doing wrong. And then, yes, rave reviews. We love Dice Throne now. That's all the PAX games.
The PAX ones we've played,
but
not all the ones we've played.
No, and we're not going to go through all of the games that we played.
Because there was a lot.
There were a lot. I mean, we did. We had 65 plays.
What are some of the highlights?
28 games. I do want to talk about one other game that we didn't buy at PAX, but that we saw at PAX and wanted to buy, and we ordered. So it's kind of a half PAX purchase.
Honorary PAX.
Honorary, like Deadpool, right? And that is Jekyll and Hyde, which is a tiny, tiny little trick-taking game. It's a 2-player only trick-taking game, which we like. There's not that many of those out there. Usually for trick-taking, you need 3 or at least kind of a dummy hand. But in this one of you is Dr. Jekyll and one of you is Mr. Hyde. And you have very different end goals. Your goals for this game, if you are Dr. Jekyll, are to keep everything very even and smooth, right? You don't want any chaos, which means you want to win half the tricks. You want to win the same amount of tricks as Mr. Hyde, keeping everything very calm. However, if you're Mr. Hyde, you want complete chaos. So you either want to win all of the tricks or lose all the tricks. You really don't care which, but you don't want balance in this world. It makes playing your hand really thinky. Compared to any other trick-taking game, your choices change constantly. Your goals change constantly. The trump suit changes. Even in the middle of a hand, it will change. Mm-hmm. Just based on what suit you played first. I love this clever, tiny little game. It's really smart and really fun and one of the most different trick-taking games that we've played in a long time. And I'm really happy that I got to play it online with Discord friends. So that made it much better to learn. And we played a lot. And now I've played with Billy, which makes it great that we can just take this out and play whenever we want. It made it a really great way to learn. So if you ever want to learn how to play, you can find us on Board Game Arena and we will teach you how to play this. And I want to thank Hannah for stumbling through the first few rounds with me and then continuing to keep playing because I love this game so much. It's been really fun to get to play a lot of rounds of it with someone else who loves it just as much as I do. And so we're still continuing those matchups. If you like trick-taking games, and especially if you're 2-player primary player count, this is a great one to try. I want to talk a little bit about February and what's coming up on the channel. Since February is a small month, we are going to focus on small games, and that means some of our favorite publishers. We're going to do a week on Button Shy games, and that sounds really impressive, but it's really just 2 episodes. And then we're going to do a week on Tiny Epic games. So if you have anything that you want to see, let us know, and we'll try to include some of that. But we're looking forward to showcasing some of our favorite small games in February, and also
the shortest month.
In the shortest month, we will play the smallest games. Wait till you see what March Madness brings.
What will it bring?
I know, you don't.
Oh.
Now for the part that everyone is waiting for, and that is who won the Land vs. Sea giveaway. Thank you to everyone who commented and let us know what their favorite games were in the comments. It was really fun to read. There's a lot of love for Cascadia out there. We drew the name at random. The winner of the contest is Lisa Herbert. So congratulations, Lisa. Woo! Your copy of Land vs. Sea will be coming to you either across land or sea, depending on where you're located. We're going to reach out to you and you can send us all of your shipping information. Thank you again, everyone, for making it so much fun for us to talk to you in the comments and hear about everything that you love this year. Check out what's coming up in the next few months. We're really happy that we're getting to talk to all of you and getting to know you better. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see,
or if you want to keep watching until we get one right,
then please like, subscribe, and share. If you want to find us elsewhere on the internet, all that information will be down below. As always, open tables, open minds, and play your shelves.
bye!
Nope, that's not what we say. Let's try it again.
Isn't it?
Not quite. How do you not know what we say?
How do you not know what we said?
That's a really good question. I want to be like grandkid roundup, but it's just like board game wrap up. No? Okay. You want to sneeze?
I was fighting a yawn.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt.